Now, where'd I get all this stuff from? Well, there's a young-looking me. I'm the guy on the right before anybody says anything. I'm not. That's Kit McMahon. He's chairman of Midland Bank. He was chairman of Midland Bank. He's still alive. That was us together at the launch of First Direct. About a year before that, I'd wandered into his office and said, do you think we could invest £20 million in creating a competitor to your branches? Because your branches aren't doing a very good job for customers. You can imagine the response to that. He wasn't expecting that. He'd asked me to go and look at telephone banking as a means of reducing costs. I wasn't working for Midland. I was an independent consultant. And I came back and said, I don't see it can reduce costs, actually, but I think you could create a new bank. And yes, it would compete with your existing bank, but it would meet some of your needs. And I pretty much winged that pitch at the time. Really didn't know the techniques of perfect pitch. I guess what shone through was enthusiasm and commitment. Eventually, I mean, you can imagine how many times I had to pitch that thing in Midland to get them buying into that in the end. But in the end, when Kit bought it, he said, okay, I get it, but I need a banker to put this together, don't I? I need a guy who understands banking, and you don't. I said, no, you don't need a banker. There's not been a new bank built and launched in the UK for over 100 years. There's no banker in the world that knows how to put a new business together. You need somebody who knows how to put a new business together. Made that up on the spur of the moment. I used to wing them in those days. As I said it, I thought, oh no, I've never put a new business together. And I had to go on winging and winging and winging. But here's a proposition for him. Here's a guy who's never put a business together. He doesn't understand banking. He wants you to put £20 million into creating a competitor. A year later, there he was, saying he thought First Direct could do a better job for customers than he could do through his existing branches. It was the way of the future. It was going to change the face of banking, and it had his total support.